are supposed to be continued by Srila Maharaj today. Is it okay? Or half? If you need... No, for me it's good, but maybe this outside light can be on, so that we are not fearing, get afraid of the dark. Krishna Chaitanya. Applying our reason to understand the infinite is infinite. Is futile. What is? Oh. Then how can he be known? So again I read this. Applying our reason to understand the infinite is futile. Futile. Yeah. Applying our reason to understand the infinite is futile. So if we try to understand the Supreme, it will be futile when it comes from our side. We are not going up to reach Him. Because we only face our mind, our imagination, our conditioned vision of what is God, who is He. Then how can He be known, if not in this way? The infinite is cannot be by definition the object of our experience, our inspection. He is far above that. Now, when one understands a little drop of these things, that it is not in our power, or what I think, what is God, or who is God, or what is His position. He is not the object of our experience, what we experience in the past lifetimes. This is a result what we know now. And we're still here in the material world, so it means we have something wrong. He is far above that. He has got his own responsibility to make known to us his position as the controller of the whole. He sends his agents and his announcements to make us understand that our creation, our sustenance and our destruction is being controlled by him. Maybe not. Corona is also very powerful. We shall try to meet with him and attain some understanding with that superior power about our own goal of life, Adharta Brahma Jigyasa. So this is what Shraddha means, faith means. If we have 50% faith, we have 50% no faith means the believing on ourselves or our whatever we think. 60, 40, 10, 90. It's like this. Inquire about the place where you are living. This inquiry must be extensive, not superficial. It should be real. Wherever you are, inquire into your environment. Not superficially, but with real attention to understand where you are and who you are. Who is above you? Who is lower than you? Study all these things. This will really be beneficial to your own interest. Otherwise, all your attempts will be useless and perishable. Your treasury is to your own self. The way you are living, that is a treacherous life towards your own self. Therefore, try to understand things clearly, what is what, and then live accordingly. Ordinary persons cannot give up their livelihood, their everyday duties and necessities. So they miss the association of the higher agents in their daily activities. In daily life, so many duties must be discharged, so many necessities are there for us to procure, and so that is mixed, not unalloyed. Therefore, give up these duties and make exclusive inquiry about the environment and its relationship to one's self. This is jnana. In the third plane, the particular life in connection with that infinite is possible. In connection with the infinite, there is also such a life. So many duties, and that is mixed with the central interest. The deepest interest, jnana shunya bhakti, means pursuance and maintenance of duties, connecting us with the center. This is in the eternal position. So all of this jnana, what we have collected, what we have studied in connection with the Supreme Center, has to be given up, and what left is just service. So simple. Well, jnana has an end because it is attained by our. That's because it said jnana shunya bhakti means pursuance and maintenance of duties connecting us with the center. Jnana shunya means when you want to understand the highest, the higher plane, then jnana shunya means give up jnana. Whatever you have learned, whatever you know, whatever you believe that you know, all is nonsense. There you cannot use these things. There everything happened directly in the present. So jnana is just a step in this direction. This is in the eternal position. No death can remove us from there, because that is connection with the center. When we are doing some duty, no death can challenge that eternal conduct. In other words, there is the plane of service and the plane of exploitation or enjoyment. In the middle is the plane of renunciation, the abscissa, no man's land, the border of the two planes, Brahman and Viraja. So there are those who are, there is the world of exploitation and enjoyment. In the middle is the plane of renunciation, giving up all enjoyment because seeing that we cannot get what we want. The abscissa, no man's land, means that we are going out of this and we're going to the no man's land, means impersonal level or energy, Brahman. No man's land, he calls it. So the border of the two planes is Brahman, is first, and Viraja. Viraja is it is called a river, but don't think it's like the Donau or the Ganga. It is transcendental. So when we want to cross this river, we come to we will hear this. We have to study these details. There are 5 stages: the stage of inquiry, the stage of admission, the stage of temporary duty, the stage of being established in one's own boast of service, and then the stage of being harmonized totally with the sender. These 5 stages are again subdivided. They pass through such inquiry in eternal life, Shraddha, faith, or association with those who are expert in that plane, sadhu sangha. So this means also who are expert on that plane, means they are already situated and the other side. Only those can show you or can open the door to us. So our association with those who are expert in the planes, this means sadhu sangha. So sadhu means in reality one who has realized, or one has understood, who is living in the plane. Others should not be called sadhus. This is every beggar in India is a sadhu. Whatever duties are recommended by him, we are to go on doing bhajan kriya. The undesirable things are eliminated. Holy, anatta nivriti. We get our conditioned position. We get our conditioned position. We get our continued position in divine life. Basically, this is a very high topic, what we are speaking here. We may understand it on a certain level. We may find fault, of course. We must, otherwise we cannot excuse our acting and our thinking in this world. And on the other side, if you want to attain such a level, you have to become detached in this material world, to whatever it may be. This is a necessity. Sadhu Sangha is by searching honest inquiry, as you say, yeah. Sadhu Sangha will be sent by Supreme Lord. It is not that we are choosing. When we are sincere, this is the basis of everything. When we are a wishy-washy, then we will also get our sadhu, our so-called sadhu. But he will just satisfy our material needs. He is not, according to the Shastra, it is not a sadhu. Bhajana Kriya, to actively do service, to engage oneself in the service. Bhajana, we getting days to do something. Not for exercise or for personal needs or desire to fulfill, for pleasing the Lord. This is very different, To do something for the Supreme Lord is very, very difficult. And you go deep in yourself, you will realize doing something for someone you have not seen, you don't know, only on faith, or in the beginning. And then instead of, I could enjoy this nicely and this nicely, but we do it for the Lord. It is even difficult, to say one word in favor of God. We are doing everything we do for our own interest and family interest and country interest, whatever. But never for God. It is not so easy. In reality.
Why does it have such a weird name? Bhajan has to do something with chanting the holy name. Has to do something with purification.
What?
No, Kriya means activity, like saying.
Anyway, if you understand it, this German or this English expression, you should understand. They know what they are saying, what they are telling us. They are coming from there. Yes. When they experience the real worth and attraction for that sort of spiritual life, when then experience the real worth and attraction for that sort of spiritual life, then so many symptoms of divine life descend in our existence. Gradually we shall merge into the interest of God and find our true self. There in His relationship, fate is so real that Christ left this life, finished this life playfully, totally forgetful of the interest of this life. Socrates also gave his life for faith. So Socrates, we have to say, he also understood the law of reincarnation. He had some deeper understanding. Of course, we do not know what kind of realization, Brahman, Paramatma. So faith is something much more substantial than our fleeting desires in the lower life. We are running towards plurality. So many separate interests, many thousands of things are not necessary. Therefore, engage yourself with the one sender. Therefore, no more running hither and thither to connect with the unwholesome appeal of this world. The one is sufficient. Connect with the one sender. Try to find the sender of all knowledge. This is important to know. If you attain your connection, your position in a transcendental plane, you don't have to read any book anymore. It's not necessary to study if you go to Vaikuntha or any plane in the transcendental world. Because everything automatically is known to you. As we said, if you know Vishnu and you know Krishna, then you know everything. In one sense, you become one and different, Veda Tattva. One and different from him. Because we are one with him, we are parcels of him, and at the same time, for his pastimes, he expands and in unlimited parts of him. And every part has a tiny part of his desire. Krishna wants to enjoy all the time, so that's because he is expanding himself into many. Some stay with him, or not some, most. They become under the influence of Yoga Maya, transcendental Maya. They become his associates eternally. And some want to enjoy themselves, or want to become the enjoyer, the controller. So this is not possible in the universal body of the Lord. It's like a corona. No, not corona. Bacteria. So they are separate. For them, there's a separate place where they can live out their desire. Because he is not mixing in this individual's Atma, Jivatma's desire. Otherwise there can be no Leela, We want to make this Leela here also, and we want to control everyone. We are fighting for this, and we're fighting for this, and if they are not following my part, then they are my enemies. This is not in the transcendental plane. Complete freedom is given. So you can act accordingly, but his external energy, we are getting caught by the external energy. We have to follow the laws of the external energy. Birth, disease, old age, death. This is our life, and we can go on in this way as long as we want to enjoy or try to enjoy in this material world. So, but one day, this is a world of learning where we are now. It is school. But not the Lord. It's the laws of this world are like this. You cannot change, action and reaction will be there. In the transcendental world, everything is wie sagt man gleich, every action done there is in harmony with Krishna. Not because of forcement or he forces or something. No, there is this relation we develop to him. And there are so many sweet relations. And in every lila, his associates help him to enjoy. And this is the interest of the purified Jivatma. To satisfy, to please the Lord, and this will be our pleasure because we are part of Him. Automatically we will also enjoy. But we are meant for His enjoyment. He is the only enjoyer and we are the enjoyed. And when this goes very harmonically and not by any automatic or by rules and regulations or by force. No, because the Lord appears in so many wonderful forms where every being who is a different aspect of the Supreme Lord, like the Ram Bhaktas, Hanuman Bhaktas, Ganesh, Vishnu Bhaktas, Narayan, Krishna Bhaktas, like this, everybody finds his perfect position there. He may even have it already, but not conscious, because covered. We are Nitya Pada now, means we are eternally covered by ignorance. This is called eternal because there's no way out of this when we are already. But by the mercy of the Lord we can learn. By the mercy of the Lord He sends His pure devotees to this world to make us understand. And then we can become Nitya Siddha, means eternal liberated soul. Nobody comes back if he comes to this and goes back. Nobody will come back again to this material world. It was a mistake we did. Dhamma, ignorance, covering us. Are there any more questions? Because I don't think we can. Yes.
Permanently realized, or do they
Permanently.
so they don't get affected by Maya anymore? But still they move around.
They always, the pure devotees say, they are always afraid of Maya. But they are protected by Supreme Lord. They are already His. They may appear in this world and doing ordinary things like karmis do, and appears outside like this. It was in the case of Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami. All of them are Goswamis, or Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He was a judge, he was very famous. He went to the Christian church, not Christian school. But when he grown up, he turned to the Mahaprabhu. He was so attracted to Mahaprabhu's pastimes by reading Chaitanya Charitamrita and associating with pure devotees. And he is an eternal associate of the Lord. The Lord not forgets his eternal associates. It's not that the Lord loses control or he forgets his servants. They are always under his control. Externally, you may not see this. In the other way, we cannot imitate such persons. We cannot. If a real person, real sadhu is there, and you're playing like a sadhu, what a shame. What a joke. No, if one is not afraid of Maya, then he is in Maya. Then he is in Maya. Then he is already in Maya. Yeah. Swami Maharaj, he said this. Yes, but they may themselves not be. They think themselves always lower than the lowest. They are not thinking themselves Guru or Acharya or whatever, or Swami. Or
this is not the question. The question was only because I'm interested about this play of Maya. In contact, this Maya don't exist. They cannot be afraid of Maya.
No, they will not. They are not afraid of Maya. They have no time to think of even. They don't want to think. Don't try to speculate on these things.
I'm not speculating.
Yeah, no. I just one could speculate about these things, but some things we cannot understand it on the mundane level now, because both things are necessary. You may, if your eternal associate, Krishna will never forget you. But there are the associates like Jai and Vijay. They are eternal associates of the Lord, very dear to Vishnu, Narayan. But he asked him to go, either you go to this world, how many times? Huh? How many times as devotee? 7 times you must go to the material world to take birth because of the offense to the Kumaras. 7 times as a devotee, you will come back afterwards. Or you go 3 times and you become demon and you will fight with me. He wants to fight. Krishna also wants to fight, so this is natural. He became the greatest demon in this material world, Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So they were very envious of God, very envious. It seems that they have been completely in Maya, but they were complete under the control of Supreme Lord. They were always his devotees. We do not understand this so easily. They did. This is not easily to digest. We cannot speak really about transcendental world to mundane people. mundane thinking. Our mind is so limited. It's reduced to this what we can see with these eyes. We are blind. Spiritually we are blind and babies. We do not know anything.
I know it, but it's not my question. So, definitely,
Try it in a humble way now.
yes, definitely, I would like to know, it is awareness of Maya exists also in Vaikuntha. They know that Maya exists.
Maybe or maybe not. Everything is possible there. This I just want to describe. We cannot understand because both things are possible. Is it possible that the Lord can create a stone he cannot lift up? Can he do this? He is almighty. He can do everything. So when he can create a stone what he cannot carry, then he is not all-powerful.
Middle school has this question.
So he can create such a stone, but in the same way he can also carry it.
Yes.
Now you follow the logic? It's very logical.
Very well. For the,
Yes.
Last time in this Srimad Bhagavatam, prayers of Maharaj, he said, "Oh my Lord, I am not afraid of your furious look, but I am afraid of this samsara, what is of material existence." He said in his prayers, you should read last time. I am not afraid of your furious look. He was killed Hiranyakashipu, but I am afraid of this material existence of this.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is connected now with this.
He asked if he's afraid he's eternal associate of machinery.
Yes, this I told with Hiranyakashipu, and they did not think they are eternal devotees when they were fighting against the Lord. But then immediately after they went back. This is the pastime of the Lord. He can do everything. Everything is possible, but our logic cannot follow this. Because everything means everything. He can do everything. He can destroy in one moment the whole universe.
The first sentence which you read, that it is futile to try to understand God
With a mundane conception. Yes. This is said, if you want to know, it is not possible to understand clearly or at all these pastimes of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. He's acting because our capacity, thinking, intelligence, and mind is conditioned. It is limited. We are such insignificant, small parts of Him. How do you think you can compare us or understand the whole thing? He is all in all. We are just tiny, insignificant parts of Him. How can you think that you can understand this? You can understand if He wants. But otherwise you cannot understand. So you can have fear of Maya, you can be afraid of Maya, even if you're a realized soul, at the same time also not. He wants to make pastime, it goes on in this world also. if you stand a little back and you see that it is all these things is also pastime. It is for our good we are learning. There are sometimes some may die, some may get sick, but it's a pastime. This is the world of death. Mrityuloka. It's not that he is guilty, why he puts me here, I am such a great person, you know. This is, we are learning from his pastimes. We have to learn. This is only, and he himself, mostly he sends his associates, and through these associates, we get the opportunity to learn, to understand something. Maharaj? Yes, yes. Yes, this is, if we have realized that we are not dying, we are already dead. Yes. You know, I realized this, yes, this thing, you know, the very, very simple understanding. To take birth in this world means now you start dying. But materialists will think now life starts. Life starts now. Now it goes on. But every day, every second, you come more close to death. So it is an unreal situation. It is not a situation that lasts. There is already planned when you will have to go. So where you are coming from, where you are going, this is the question. This is what you experience here. If you think this is life, then you go on like this, taking birth again, and you live in a very small universe, you know, where you are the king. Or you think you are the king. We think that we can control. We are the doers, we are the enjoyers.
I have one more question. I've heard a great yogi once say, it is very difficult, you can do lots of things, but it's very difficult to change the time of your death. Whatever you do in this life, it is almost predetermined. But it didn't say it's impossible, it said it is very difficult. Do you know how it could be done?
But we're speaking every day about these things. It is completely impossible, but it is very easy also. It is very easy also.
Change the duration of life. How?
Why I'm here? You ask yourself. Huh?
Krishna's mercy.
If you think this is Krishna's mercy, then stay here. This is a wrong understanding. You are punished, not punished in the one sense, but we are sent to the school to learn. This is not a place where life is going on, where enjoyment going on. This is not a place where what we are looking for. It is not. This is the basis. if you understand this, that this world is not meant for our enjoyment, then you have done the first step. You want to get out here. You want to, at least you want to understand who I am, why I'm here, and where I'm going.
So they say that is even afraid from Lord Nishingadev.
What? That is even afraid of Lord Nishingadev?
No, the master says fear personified.
Of course, fear is a mundane conception. What we understand under fear. It's also fear in the transcendental world. But the fear is that how can I find Krishna today? I hope he will come. This kind of fear. This is, in the one time is suffering, and then the sweet side is the hankering of meeting of Sambhoga. I will meet him again. And this is ecstasy. This is brought by Mahaprabhu. Vipralamba means love and separation. It's very intense. We do not know all these things. This is foreign to us. It's completely on the transcendental platform. Nothing to do with this mundane world. It's divine. Very wonderful thing. Very sweet thing. You can see the devotees suffering, crying. But why they are crying? Because they cannot see Krishna. Where is my Krishna? Where is my Radha? Where are the devotees? Where are they? We have no idea about these things. It's far beyond. So how to go there? How to go there? I give this example, I give again. If you hold this is material world, or this is your desire, so how can I get rid of this desire? Easy. So easy. Or not. Depends on our attachment.
Like asking somebody, show me the ghee in the milk.
Yeah.
So you have to keep on eating it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you get converted.
The ghee and the butter.
Yeah, that's opposite. Then
Yeah.
you go to the next stage.
I got the last sign now. Thank you. Jai Srila Srila Dev-Goswami Maharaj, Jai Sri Gurudeva, Jai Guru Pranam.